Here are 5 home upgrades that are not worth the investment if you're going to be selling your home soon. Just skip them. Save your money. Go on a trip. Go out to dinner. Donate to charity. Do something else. I don't know. From this side, skip. I get homeowners asking me all the time, Emily, if I do this upgrade to my home, how much is it going to increase the value when I go to sell? And I'm glad that they ask me because not all upgrades are worth the investment if you're going to be selling your home in the next year or two. Now, if you're not going to be selling your home anytime soon, I usually say, do whatever upgrades you want, but just know that you're doing them for you, for your enjoyment and your quality of life. But if you are going to be selling in the next couple years, these are the ones you're going to want to go ahead and skip. Ish. Yeah? Dumb? I don't know. Okay. You just got to try stuff and see what works. I also made a video on home upgrades that are worth the investment, so be sure to watch that one. It's linked below. Welcome back to my channel. It's Emily Berdon, your Thousand Oaks and Westlake Village area real estate agent, here with another video to help you avoid some of those common seller mistakes. If you're thinking about selling your Thousand Oaks area home, be sure to watch this video in its entirety, as well as the other videos that I've linked below, and then reach out to me so I can give you my specific recommendations on what you would need to do to get your home sold quickly and for the most money in this, dang it, in today's market. To sell your home quickly and for the most money possible in today's market. Okay, the first home upgrade that you're gonna go ahead and skip is putting in a pool. This one is such a no-brainer. It would cost you about $150,000 to put in a decent pool, but the value that that's gonna add to your home is really only about $40,000 to $60,000. Not only that, but not all home buyers want a pool. They can be expensive to maintain, and if the buyers have young children, they have to put a safety fence around it, and those things can be ugly, ugly, ugly. And if the lot is not a substantial size, the pool can end up eating up most of the yard. There is nothing worse than opening the back slider and falling into the pool. If you are gonna put in a pool, know that you're doing it for yourself and for your enjoyment and not necessarily for that future resale. Now, I am not anti-pool. I am actually putting in a pool myself. I know, hypocrite, but I'm not planning on selling my home anytime soon, and I know that I'm putting this pool in for the years of enjoyment that my family is going to get out of it. All right, the second home upgrade that you can go ahead and skip if you're gonna be selling your home is solar. Solar has become increasingly popular in Southern California, and for good reason. In a lot of cases, it makes sense to get solar, but not if you're gonna be selling your home soon. Solar is a nice modern feature that a lot of buyers love, but it doesn't always get you a better price. First of all, some buyers are a little confused about solar and the benefits of it can be lost on them. Not only that, but in order for the solar to be an asset, it needs to be fully paid off. If you have a leased system or a loan that you want your buyer to assume, this is seen more as a liability versus an asset because your buyer is going to have to qualify for first the mortgage and second the solar loan. Also, the amount that you paid for the solar is going to be more than the value that you're going to get for it. Right now, if you put in a system, it would probably cost you between $30,000 and $60,000, and an appraiser is going to give you about $10,000 of value for that. Again, if you're going to be living in the house for a while, it totally makes sense to get the solar, so go ahead and do it. But if you're going to be selling soon, skip it. All right, the third home upgrade that you can go ahead and skip is a kitchen or a bathroom remodel. Lay down. I know what you're saying, but Emily, I heard that kitchens and bathrooms have the highest ROI of any home upgrade. That's true. That is true. But you're more likely going to spend more money on that upgrade than the value that you're going to get out of it in the sale. Kitchens and bathrooms are complicated and costly to remodel. And typically, if you get a bid from a contractor, say for $50,000, you could probably just add another 20, 25 to that. It always ends up costing more than you think it's gonna cost. So instead of investing all that money in a remodel, consider just lowering the price of your house to reflect the condition that your kitchen and your bathrooms are in. Now, I will give one caveat, and that is sometimes you can get away with doing a refresh where you replace countertops, maybe paint the cabinets, put in new light fixtures, new hardware. You can invest a little bit of money to do this, and that can give you a pretty decent return. Yes, decent. For me to tell you if it's worth doing a refresh, I would need to see your home and compare it to other homes that have sold in your neighborhood. So a refresh, that's a maybe. Be sure to consult your realtor on that one. Yeah. Okay, the fourth home upgrade you can skip is replacing the flooring. Now, don't hate me, but I have this on my do list and my don't list because it depends. This is another one you definitely need to consult with your realtor on. It depends on the condition of your current flooring. If you have stained, ratty carpet, yes, let's go ahead and replace that carpet. If you have tile floors that are in good condition, but they're not trending anymore, it's not really what buyers are wanting, it might not be worth replacing them because I can't talk. Because the cost to demo and replace those floors would be extremely expensive. Instead, I would recommend staging the home and having some nice area rugs that are gonna draw the eye away from the tile floors. Are we okay with that? So flooring, this is a maybe. Be sure to consult with your realtor and price out what the flooring swap would cost and ask your realtor if it would make a big enough difference in the price that you're gonna get for your home. But just know, once you replace your flooring, your walls and baseboards are suddenly gonna look dingy and you're gonna have to paint. It's a whole snowball effect. One other thing I wanna say about flooring, this LVP or luxury vinyl plank, it's a fake wood-like floor. These used to be incredibly popular. Everybody was swapping out their floors for this stuff, but they've really fallen out of favor as of late, and buyers are preferring a more natural, high-quality material. It's not all I have to say. So if you are gonna do a flooring swap, I would advise against putting in these vinyl floors. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Do what you want. You do you. Just don't do vinyl floors. Moving along. Can we do a transition here, like one of those swirly things? I'm doing number 5 now. The 5th upgrade that you're not gonna do if you're selling your home is add an ADU. ADUs are becoming incredibly popular here in the Thousand Oaks area with people wanting ADUs and space for an ADU. But if you're gonna be selling your home soon, skip it. Do I need to do that again? Skip it. In order for an ADU to truly add value to your home, it needs to be permitted. And that permitting process can be costly and extremely slow. I know from experience, I'm waiting on a permit almost a year later. And ADUs are not cheap. You're looking at a minimum of probably $150,000 for a small freestanding structure. Teeny tiny, very small, tiny house. But here's the thing, if your property has room for an ADU, this is a really big selling feature that your realtor should market when they sell your home. So skip putting in the ADU, but if you have room for one, you should be in good shape. Another thing many homeowners are doing is converting their garages to ADUs. No, you're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, skip. A lot of buyers want their garage for parking and storing their belongings. So by eliminating that possibility, you might be eliminating them as your buyer. Food for thought. I forgot that was in there. If you're thinking about selling your Thousand Oaks area home, I would be happy to give you my recommendations on which upgrades would be worth it for your particular home. Reach out anytime. Contact info is below. I did it! But that's my better side. They're not. Could you put one of those swirly things? Skip it.